So, although not officially confirmed, all signs are pointing to Sasha Banks being let go, released by the WWE. Again, we didn't hear anything official, anything. It's just a rumor. Maybe it will come out. This is all while in the midst of what's happening with the McMahons. Maybe it slipped through, but that's all indications are pointing that Sasha Banks was in fact released. And supposedly, allegedly. And it's really tough to stand by Sasha Banks. It really is. I think I expressed it in a prior video. Listen, if it was someone else, like if it was Naomi, I could almost understand to a degree, but that's, stretching it. See, Sasha Banks has been a multiple time champion. Like multiple upon multiple times a champion. And she's getting paid nicely. She's had exposure. She's been booked. She's been on TV, it seems, week after week after week. And the only time she really is not on TV is when she's out dealing with injuries or out on vacation or out on personal time. So she's been a constant on our TV set over and over and over. And involved, for the most part, in the main storyline. You don't see her chasing around the 24/7 championship now, do you? And Sasha Banks, remember, booked as multiple-time champion, booked in pretty much all the major feuds on TV, is featured as the major feuds on TV for women. And just because she does not like the way she's booked per a particular segment, she throws her hands up in the air, complains, and I won't do it. No, not me, not Sasha Banks. Now, listen, sometimes it's just better off to cut your losses. People that just whine and complain, is it really worth it? Heck, listen, I could even make the argument for her that she could whine and complain after whatever was done was complete. Okay? So go out there, do the match. The fans are expecting to see you. Then have your gripe. Continue that gripe. And maybe they're able to change their plans down the road again. To reverse it where you're able to come to a happy medium. Whatever it may be. The fact of the matter is, you're being paid to do a certain job. You were listened to. But the boss, at the end of the day, is the boss. And he decides what he wants to see and how he wants it done. You do not really have a leg to stand on complaining about the way creative is, especially if you're 9 times out of 10 booked to look like a star. You're not going to agree with everything. Sometimes you might think the idea sucks, but if you have talent, if you're able to, or it might come across differently on TV than what you envisioned it in your head. You just never know. But to flat out be a baby and refuse to do something because you do not like it, especially since you are already given the red carpet and given the grand treatment 9.5 times out of 10. You don't like something, all of a sudden you're gonna throw a hissy fit. And she has thrown a hissy fit before. WrestleMania with Bayley. Now, you might say she's going to leave, she's going to go to AEW, and, well, she's going to be a star. Newsflash, she is already a star. Thanks to WWE. She already will have endorsements lined up for her. Thanks to WWE. They made her a star. Her going to AEW, she will be a star. But she's not going to be able to be a greater star than she already is using AEW's vehicle and promotions. She's already a star. And thus, by going to AEW or NWA or wherever she goes, she's going to make everyone else put them on the spotlight because she was a star. She was made a star due to the character that they envisioned for her, due in partly to WWE. Let's not forget that. You know, wrestlers always think grass is greener on the other side. But who that has left, really, has become a bigger star than where they were prior? Is there anyone really? Sometimes we have just too much of a grand opinion of ourselves, which is fine to have. You need some of that to be able to survive in a business like wrestling. But sometimes it's too much, and sometimes we don't even realize how good we have it until we don't have it anymore. Hope all is well.